Hello, this is wmpyr here to talk about this guy right here, keys. I've made several videos in the past showing self-defense using keys. And, in this video, I want to kind of tackle the topic. Is it legit? Can you actually use keys for self-defense, and can they actually be effective? Or am I just trying to make something insignificant sound like it's a lot more significant or effective than it really is? In other words, BS. I try to keep it as real as possible with you guys, and something like this that can also be attached to your keys. This is a Kubotan, right? Standard Kubotan. Of course, something like this can enhance your keys. I've also shown like knuckle tools in the past, and something like that is great, without a doubt, for sure. In my opinion, it's really, really going to help. But I'm not even talking about those things, okay? In this video, I just want to address this just by itself, just keys, pure keys, no added extra self-defense tools or anything like that. So with the keys alone, can you really defend yourself, And first things first, okay? If you talk to people like police officers, and you talk to people who have that kind of background, like in security and stuff like that, one of the things that a lot of those people are, I wouldn't say obsessed with, but they're concerned about is stopping power. And when they see something like this, just keys or even knuckle tools or something along those lines, they question, they go, does it have stopping power? And the answer is no, it doesn't have stopping power, okay? But I would say don't put a tool down or don't skip a tool just because it doesn't have stopping power. So let's say you see a knife and the blade is like too small, to have any kind of real stopping power, right? That doesn't mean that the knife is not effective. And the primary example I like to share with you guys is there is not a single boxer in the world that doesn't practice a jab. And the jab doesn't have stopping power. That's the general rule. Jab does not have stopping power, yet every good professional boxer has trained the jab because why? They know it's effective. So can a bunch of keys be effective? Yeah, I think so. Even though it doesn't have stopping power, yes, I believe it can. And so how can it be effective? And then this is the second part of the video that I want to focus on. And I think really the sky's the limit, but we want to be realistic. We want to keep things real, right? So when you do that, let's take a look at the Ultimate Fighting Championship. This is another example I'd like to share with you guys is in the UFC, you have professional fighters, right? People who make a career living out of being tough guys, athletes, and facing other tough guys. They fight for a living, right? These people, okay, when they get hit in the eye by accident, and I'm not talking about a bunch of keys, I'm just talking about just an accidental thumb or fingers, just the punch was kind of thrown open, so they pawed out the punch rather than keeping a closed fist for a solid shot. Just kind of pawed this way so that the hand's kind of open, and it hit the other guy in the eye. And matches, huge matches, where everything's on the line, huge careers and all that have been lost because of this. Okay, matches have been lost because of quick, not even a deliberate, maybe it was deliberate, but it's not blatantly like grabbing the guy's face and putting your finger into his eye. It's nothing like that. Just a quick tap to the eye, and you have seen there, you could look it up. There's been plenty of matches. I'm not going to say there's been hundreds, but there's been plenty of matches where that has happened, and that has been the case where fighters have lost a match because of it. Okay, and these are some tough guys, I'm telling you. So if you flung your keys out, okay, look at this, a bunch of these metal and they're I mean, average length that much going into the eye. I mean, I'm not saying the whole thing's going to go into the eye, but these things are going to be flung into the eye. Can that not be effective? I 100% believe that can be effective. So can a woman or physically weaker person, use a bunch of keys into a bigger, stronger guy's eyes and be effective? I 100% believe so. So yeah, just wanted to share my opinion there. I don't think that alone is enough. I think that would be a bad idea. You can't rely. I wouldn't rely on any technique, as for that matter. But I do feel that it can be a very effective tool. Of course, there's a possibility of failure, but that's why we have to strategize and combine it with other techniques and stuff. But that's it for now. Thank you for listening, and take care, folks.